Welcome to the introductory video for the second stage. I'm glad you decided to give it a watch. Hopefully this is something that you'll continue to follow and watch. I'm glad to be doing it. This video is kind of going to be the why and the how and the what's and all of that on why this has kind of come about and kind of why it's come down to something like this. First of all, the second stage is something that the name kind of has a interesting meaning, but we'll get to that in just a second. First, through this, the mission of this is just to give people a little breath of God to kind of brighten up their day. It's not going to be a daily videos or anything like that. They'll be weekly, and we'll talk about that too in just a moment. But how just short videos, no longer than 15 minutes hopefully, and we can be able to talk about God and kind of give a little brief understanding. They can be watched anywhere, hopefully. I'm hoping you can watch them in the morning while you're getting ready for work or while you're driving to work. Oh, no, that's probably a bad idea. You shouldn't do that. But you can watch them over lunch or before you go to bed or whatever. And they can just be something to kind of help lift you up. The videos will be every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. They'll upload to the YouTube channel. They'll be posted through Facebook and whatever other things I post them on. But yeah, that's where they're going to be. And I'm hoping to have that up and running. And then the whys. The ministry for this kind of came through a blog, and it kind of came from overflow of a lot of things that I was learning about God and things that God was showing me, and what I was learning as I was preparing lessons to teach the 4th and 5th grade students at my local church. I'm excited to continue to keep doing that, but sometimes as I'm studying for them, I get more that I bargained for as I'm learning at an adult level as well. And I didn't have any place for that to go. So I created a blog called Breathe. And that was for me to kind of type out little bitty things that God was showing me and kind of get that stuff out of my head and onto someplace and then let people read it and be able to lift them up. But as people kind of began to see, my aunt edits the blog post, and it began to be something that she could tell I was kind of getting frustrated in writing. And she was right. I was kind of frustrated with the writing, not that it wasn't going the way that I wanted. It's just I couldn't convey what I wanted to in words. My wife kind of suggested, hey, maybe you should try to start doing videos. And I said, okay, we should try that someday. And so here we are. And that's why I'm kind of doing these. I'm kind of hoping to be able to convey what I'm learning a little bit better. And the blog is going to continue, and I'll explain that in just a moment. But we are on all of the social media things, Twitter, Facebook. You can go over and like the page. You can follow on Twitter. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, which currently has about 4 videos up there ready for you to watch as we speak right now. So with that being said, what does it mean for the blog? Well, the blog is going to continue under the same kind of thing. I'm sorry, I jumped ahead on the slide there, but I'm going to continue doing that. It's just going to take a little bit of a different shape. Some of the videos that are on the YouTube channel, though, one called Midnight, kind of looking at kind of Paul's journey as he kind of was sitting in jail at around midnight, and we're going to, that's a really exciting video. I'm really excited for that one. And it's not just a big house, it's a big house. It's kind of a fun little thing, but I like it. It's something that God kind of showed me through the translations of the Bible, and that's a really good video to watch next if you want to go watch one after this one. It kind of talks about the different translations of the Bible and stuff. And then there's also an introductory to the series that's starting on March 5th called Broken, and we're looking at some different people that struggled with their life, and they struggled, but God still used them in a big way. And so we're going to start looking at that in the coming videos. But there's just an introductory video for that as well. So the blog's going to continue, as I said. It's going to move to Wednesdays, and it's going to be kind of the same kind of thing, but there'll be shorter posts at times. Even some of the posts that are already written for the future of the blog, they've already kind of been written, and some of them are significantly shorter than the past if you read the blog in the past. But the new series, One Thing, does start tomorrow on March 5th. We will be doing one more Sunday post. March 8th starts the Wednesday posts. So keep that in mind. Keep looking for the blog in that way. One final thing, comments, questions, and suggestions can be sent to secondstagequestions@gmail.com, and you can send those there. Anything you want to see, anything that you want me to do or talk about, that kind of thing. But just bear in mind, some of these videos are recorded in advance, so if you don't see your video in the next video, kind of give us time, and we'll be able to get your video in place, and we'll be able to produce it and all of that. We want to make sure that it looks nice and everything like that. So just keep that in mind when you send your suggestions. Don't get too upset on us too fast. But I hope you will continue to go over and you will check out some of the other videos that are on there. As I said, there's 4 other ones, and I mentioned some of them. So I hope to see you soon, and continue to watch these videos. Go subscribe and like and all of that stuff on Facebook and Twitter and the channel. Thank you.